I am a 35-year-old male, and I am wondering if I am the asterisk hole for telling my wife she is F ing wrong, and that my mom is right. I have been married to my wife, who is 32, for 5 years, and we have been struggling financially for the past few months. I lost my job about 3 months ago, and while I have found part-time work, it does not pay nearly as much as before. We have had to cut back on a lot of things, but it feels like no matter what we do, we are still living paycheck to paycheck and even pulling from savings. Recently, my mom, who is 65, came over to visit, and she noticed how stressed I was about the money situation. She offered some advice on how we could save money, things like cutting down on takeout, meal prepping to avoid buying groceries multiple times a week, and switching to cheaper brands. My mom has always been frugal, especially when she was raising me and my siblings on a tight budget. I thought it made sense, especially since we are really trying to save wherever we can. I asked if she was willing to go through our spending and show where we could cut down, and my wife agreed with this. She made a whole spreadsheet about our spending, and it became apparent that we are spending way too much on fun stuff, such as Starbucks every day. It also became apparent that most of the fun spending was my wife's. To be honest, my wife did not take the breakdown well and started arguing with my mom that her spreadsheet was wrong. She said that my mom's way of doing things is outdated and does not work for us. She does not want to give up buying organic produce, and she likes having variety in what we eat each week. I tried to explain that we need to make some sacrifices if we want to get out of this financial hole, but she kept insisting that things were not as bad as I was making them out to be and that we just needed to ride it out. My mom left at this point, and we were still arguing. My wife told me she cannot give up her takeout, and she also went on about my mom being wrong. That is when I lost my patience and said, "You are F ing wrong. My mom is right. She managed to raise 3 kids on one income, and we cannot even cut back on groceries for a few months." My wife got really upset, saying I am being a huge jerk for siding with my mom and that my mom is outdated. She has barely spoken to me since, and now I am wondering if I went too far. But the way I see it, we need to be realistic about our situation, and my mom's advice could actually help us get back on track.